18th.
I started.
Yeah.
You started already.
Yeah, it's recording. We are live.
Finishing the.
Okay. You're on this mic, right?
You on this one.
Okay.
Oh, you can be back. Time. It's time. Okay. Hey, Gavin.
Because of the lightning.
Okay. You're just capturing yourself now. The most important person there.
Okay.
I didn't take your name. Mm. Yes, yes, yes. Sorry.
It's coded lesson. Can I write?
Okay.
It's a coded lesson. Ezekoli. It's a coded lesson.
Blessing.
Yes.
Hey, blessing.
Yes, that's my name.
Okay. Okay. The movement is take back.
Take back Niger movement.
You are
Yes.
the
Co-convener.
convener.
Hey.
Right, so again.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's a beautiful evening up in here in the studios of Breeze FM, originally from Minor Estates, just road in Lafia. Good evening to you and welcome to today's edition of Women's Forum. And today we'll be talking about something interesting, the young people, women, men. What we need for young people to be involved, women, men, whatever gender it is, and much of important here is for the young people to take charge of affairs, common affairs. If I'm talking take charge of affairs, I'm talking a bit of politics in Nigeria. So this evening I have Eze Okorie Blessing in the studio. He's a co-convener of the Kickback Niger movement. He's my guest of the program. So, Mr. Eze, you're welcome.
Thank you so
There's
much.
a Eze and there's a blessing.
Yes.
And so
Nazareth, Lafia. Yeah.
that's right. So on the program today, we're looking at the involvement of young people in at this. So the young person gets a phone to charge their putting on this program. So Eze Okorie Blessing is my guest. As I've established already, one, and it's been a while since we're doing this now, so it's good that this is back. So Take Back Nigeria Movement is the guest we have in the studio with the co-convener is Tony Blessing. I understand that the convener of this is actually a woman.
Yeah,
And yes,
exactly.
that your co-convener. It's good that we have young people and young women also involved in this. So let's take a breather and then we get into the conversation after we have settled.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Sharon. Empress Silly. Welcome. 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 Thank you, Precious. Oh, oh, oh. We can't trust you as a young person. Even the answers, during the answers, we know some people that were anti-young people, right? We know people that actually genuinely supported the young person side. We took note of those people, right? And we want people that are pro-young people because if 60% of your population is young people, then you must be deliberate about including this set of people with your policies, right? With everything. You must include young people. I'm not just saying it. We must see that you're doing it, right? So that's basically it, right?
Yeah, the unification we have for the Take Back Nigeria movement. Now you're talking uh, certified candidates or good candidates, qualified candidates now.
Yes,
You're
yes.
talking candidacy and not partisan kind of
Of
movement.
course, of course.
You are for
Candidates.
everybody, but you're looking out for a candidate who is qualified. Well, I think that will be the unique feature in the 2023 election. So we're looking to
Exactly.
see that from the body language of
Exactly.
Nigerians. We're
And look
looking to
at
see
what
that
we
now.
do, what we are
Okay, let me
doing.
drop my question.
Okay, it's
Who
fine.
is who is that candidate that you think is fit, competent enough to lead the young people in Nigeria?
Okay. Okay, so we are not boxed to a particular candidate at this point, right? We have couple of
No, I
candidates.
mean your own criteria of a good and
Okay.
competent
Okay,
candidate.
good. Good. So what we are looking at is first of all, we believe that in 21st century, right? There's something people need to realize that the world has moved on. We need a president that first of all understands that 24 that we are in 21st century. There are certain things you need to meet up with. First of all, you need to be pro-youth in your actions. You need to be healthy. In our opinion, the Nigerian president in 2023 should be someone that is healthy. That's a criteria, right? And aside that, it should be someone that has integrity. It is not that you're saying that you have it. We must be able to see that you actually have it, right? Based on which position have you had before now, right? What were you able to do? How many monies were missing under your watch and stuff like that? We need to be able to
You need to be a
certify.
credible person.
Exactly, the person must be credible. It's one of the basic qualities, yes, criteria you must have. Then again, apart from that, the president must be able to understand economy. It is critical. What Nigeria needs in 2023 is someone that can come and start creating wealth for young people, right? This is 60, like, I don't know how we have 100 million people that are living in poverty in Nigeria, and about 70% of them are young people. They are not doing anything. We have 55% unemployment and unemployment rate in Nigeria. These are the things that concerns us, right? We have 30 million kids that are not in school, right? Critical issues. These are things that concerns us as young people because we are breeding a certain set of people that will come after us and terrorize us if we don't fix these things now, right? So people call them our margeries and whatever you have, make a lot of. But that's not the issue. The issue is that the country they live in is failing them, right? There is no adequate provision for education, and all of that. And we're paying huge amounts of money for subsidy and all of that. So these are the things we are looking at. We need a president that understands the economy. It's a basis. You must be able to understand the economy, right? Then again, apart from the economy, we need someone with the ability to unite Nigeria. If you look at where we are right now as a nation, you will agree with me that we are divided along ethnic and religious lines.
Mm.
And that's not what we need at this point, right? For us as young people, this older generation, they infiltrated the system when they were quite young, right? And they've been active players for so long. Their inactions and actions will affect us in the next few years, in the next couple of years. So if we don't take time and pressure them into doing the things our bidding at this point, then we're going to lose it because they would end up destabilizing this country and then leave it for us. So that's why it's critical for us to get involved and become part of what they are doing, right? With our
Now
numbers.
going forward,
Mm.
uh, what template do you think the young people can use to see that they are better leaders also? And then again, somebody will ask, can the young people handle the issues of Nigeria?
Okay. The honest truth is that I personally am of the opinion. I am of the personal opinion that we need young people to be groomed, right? That's why we are not really saying give us power. We are only saying that we want good people that can even inspire the young people into getting interested in learning these things, right? We agree that you can't just throw a young person and hand them over the office of the president. We Some of us actually understand that, right? Now, so what we want is, can you groom us, right? Can you teach us as your kids? These are the things, these are the way to do it. Then with our innovations, we can actually do better, right? So this is what we are clamoring for. Now, what are the templates we are going to use or we're using? We're not going to come and start blabbing and complaining or abusing our leaders. No, that's not the template. A lot of the older young persons have used that and it didn't work. So this generation, we are not interested. What we are interested in is coming to the table, having a discussion. Our fathers, can you listen to us, right? We are not saying we just want to push all the young people away, right? Or maybe set them ablaze or kill them. No, that's not the point. What we are saying is, can you bring us and make us integral part of your decision, right? Can we have 23-year-olds? Can we have 30-year-olds? Can we have 40-year-olds in the cabinet? In this economy, in this Nigeria, where people struggle to feed, and then things are not working, and you still feel it for politically excluding young persons. And this is what we're talking about, right? Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. For your contribution this evening. We'll keep following. All right, so in case you want to be part of the program, it's simply 08032526649 and 09099995548. Hello, good evening and welcome. Okay, who do we have online? Matilda, you're welcome. Okay, what's your contribution? You want to ask or add something?
Thank you.
Uh-oh. Well, that's interesting. I like it that it's a woman that is talking about the smart chat,
Exactly.
this evening. Okay, we have another call there. Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Good evening.
Yes, my name is Morgan.
Morgan, you're welcome to the program. All right, so
Yeah,
we want to add.
yes. Thank you, the guest and the
Thank you.
so,
Yes, please go ahead.
yes, I may have joined a bit late, but then from the import of what I got is taking over or it's getting involved in politics. Yes, it's a bit worrisome that most young persons who are in politics now or in recent times who can get back to maybe Lagos without this one Elliot.
Mm.
Yes, but they are sponsored by big big.
Mhm.
Yes, and the high key is that how it was father and this and that. I don't know if the guest have a new model mobilized for youth to get into politics because the issue of
Interesting.
godfatherism is a bit worrisome
Yeah,
in our body policy where somebody is loyal to this, the bodies of
exactly.
loyalty. Or I see that the young person, there will be a new party that you are saying because you are talking about people from all divide, not
Yeah.
the correct person party also. But then how do we get these people on board that are independent, either in their mind or from their orientation? And the system itself, because are there either to make ends meet, and they are going to pass have their ideologies that being followed in case of in the real sense, the ideology in Nigerian politics.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan. All right, I'm sure you respond to all the concerns this evening. Talking about young people now, but the problem is a financial constraint.
Yeah.
Well, like Mr. Morgan asked if the modality that the Take Back Nigeria movement has put in place, to strategize on how to raise some funds for young people to just endorse them,
Okay.
as you have said, credible people, competent people who are young people also.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan, for that question. I think it gladdens my. I'm happy that a couple of people are listening to us and they're actually interested in what we're saying. So it's part of what the Take Back Nigeria movement is doing, right? We've identified funding as a challenge. So what we're doing is we crowdfund for these people. I can tell you that we have posters littered around the country already. Yeah, we've endorsed a great presidential aspirant. We have state House of Assembly members we've endorsed, right? And what we do is we paste their posters. We meet party leaders on their behalf, right? We use our funds. How do we do it? There are a couple of Nigerians. See, let me tell you. It's of recent that I realized that most Nigerians abroad are not happy.
Okay.
Most of them. And here's the reason. When you travel to these countries and you look at the level of discrimination, right, that happen over there, a lot of persons are not happy. They want their country back. Some people will genuinely relocate back to Nigeria if this country starts working. And that's the honest truth. And they want to see credible leadership. So most of the persons powering this movement and donating monies, they are people abroad. And even Nigerians down here, what their interest is, let these monies be managed properly, right? And they're ready to put in their funds, right? To ensure that we get people that love Nigeria and they have the capacity. It is important. Capacity is important to us, right? Because like I rightly said, it is not enough to love your country. It's very important that you know what to do. You have a blueprint, you have vision, right? And you have the capacity to execute those ideas you have.
Okay, maybe take this call now. Hello, good evening.
So,
Good evening. This is Breeze FM. Breeze FM. Breeze, please. You're welcome. Your name. Okay, good to hear from you this evening, then, Ladi.
Young men think young. We are talking about financial problems that you don't have financial, financially, just content. It was this our ancient politicians that they never use down. They don't want to, just empower you. They bought everything for themselves.
Most of them got free education.
In appointment in commissioners, this political appointment, people are told they will invoke you. But then they will save and then they can, when election comes, they will be able to contest.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Aladi from Apple for your contribution this evening. Maybe just take a little breather and then respond to what Mr. Aladi had said. And then we'll take a little break and then continue on the program.
Mr. Danladi is correct. There's a deliberate exclusion of the young persons. Some of these politicians deliberately want to keep the young persons aground. So they will keep dominating this space. Yes, because if you look at it, let's be realistic. How many concrete youth empowerment programs do you have right in Nigeria currently today? How many young persons can walk into banks and access funds? Do you understand? How many young persons are in your cabinet? These are valid questions. So when you look at these things critically, you realize, you will agree with me that there's a deliberate, because they want to stay in the office for as long as, but they still go to their businesses and they hand over their businesses to capable people, right, and younger people. But in political arena, they want to keep They want to stay there. Why? Because they made these political offices too juicy for them, right? So they want to keep milking
Maybe
the
to still
system.
remain relevant.
They want to keep milking the
Are
system.
you sure for milking the
Yeah.
and what makes you feel that the young people would not milk the system also?
Well, I know that. Okay, so the honest truth is that if they are milking the system right now, at least let them give young people the opportunity. Let us see, because if you look at it very well, when they were younger, Nigeria was much better. Some of these younger persons, for example, someone like me now, right? I'm not married. Let me use myself as an example. So if I'm not married, it simply means that I have less responsibilities. You cannot compare myself with someone with maybe 5 kids, 8 kids. You have to pay school fees, you have to do this. They need money, right? But younger people, the hope is still there, the energy is still there. We can still work and make money for ourselves. And then we will not take politics as a lifetime business, or maybe as a business. We take politics as a service, right? Because when you understand that politics, going into politics is to serve humanity, and then you know that you're going to live in this system for a very longer time. These people are milking this system because they know that in the next 50 years or thereabouts, or 40 years, we're not wishing anybody dead, but we know that some of them will not be around in the next 30, 40, 50 years. That's the honest truth. So, but a lot of us will still be in the system. So we want to see Nigeria better. We want to make the system better. And that's the truth. So that's why I feel that there's a deliberate exclusion of young persons. And this is what we are against. This is what we are clamoring for.
Okay, let's take a pause here and take a little breather and we'll continue with the program for this evening. This night, I've been talking with Mr. Eze Okori Blessing. He's a co-convener for the Take Back. Abdul behind you, Michael. You're welcome, welcome Abdul. Okay, so go ahead and make your point.
Anybody advice no matter how small, that people have no allow any
All right, Abdul. Thank you. Young people must apply wisdom. All right, back to you, Mr. Eze.
Mm.
One of the callers said there should be age limit for the young people, these are 35 years or so. You were talking about disenfranchising or the enfranchising the candidate.
Yeah. I don't think that legislation will even see the light of the day. That's the honest truth, because there is no place in the world where you put an age limit to people can aspire at any age, right? What we are saying is make it a level, give the younger persons a level playing ground. It's just like women participation in politics, right? We all know that men, we have more time, number one, right? We have more money. Let me put it that way, right? Than women. We are stronger than them. So if women must be included in politics, it must be deliberate. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. It's just like, let me give you a typical example. It's just like people clamoring that power should go to south or southeast to be precise, right? They are saying it not because
Zoning.
anybody should not aspire, but they know that for southeast to produce president, there must be a deliberate effort from every other person saying that, okay, we want a president from this part of the country.
We're almost done here.
Uh,
That's why I don't like us using NEPA.